Hello everybody, I am THEREKTREX and this is an update video on my Let's Build Jurassic Park in Minecraft series. First of all, I've rebuilt everything I had built in this new world because when I chose the old world, I didn't really look around it to make sure it was suitable for what I wanted to do. When I was planning out where all the enclosures and paddocks would go, I realized I would have to do a lot of world editing to make it suitable, for what I wanted to do. So I chose a new and suitable world, and as I said, I rebuilt everything I had built in this new world. Before I give you guys a tour of this new world and show you guys all the changes I've made, I think it's safe to assume some of you guys are following along, building what I am building. On the off chance some of you guys are following along on the same world as the old world by using the same seed, I don't want you guys to rebuild everything as well. So there's a world download linked in the description. There are two world download links. One is a .mc world file and the other is a .zip file. They're both the same world, just in different file types. Download whichever file type you prefer. Now that all of that is out of the way, let's start the tour. Hi, Editor Rex here. I forgot to tell you guys, if you do download the world, there are no dinosaurs and vehicles in it because I'm not allowed to redistribute the add-ons. If you want the same dinosaurs and vehicles in the same places, you will have to use Paleocraft and Paleocraft Dinosaur Breakout add-ons from the Minecraft Marketplace. Also, you will have to go through extra steps to get Paleocraft working in your own worlds. I've linked a tutorial on how to get Paleocraft working in your own worlds in the description. Alright, let's start at the start. This is where the helipad is. This is a beautiful seed, by the way, which will be in the description in case you want to check it out. But yeah, this is where the helipad is. It's the exact same design as the old one, other than two things. One, instead of using normal torches, I have used soul torches, and I have textured the helipad with andesite. Because when the helipad was just stone, it looked very boring. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna texture it with andesite, and that's what I did. Except that's not what I did, because I did not texture the helipad. I got Jeff Goldblum to join the world and help me texture the helipad, is what I would like to say, but that's not what happened. I used an add-on called World Builder add-on by Orville Studios, which basically did the texturing for me, but we're going to ignore that fact and go with the story that I in fact textured this helipad. The helipad is the exact same design and it's in the same place. No, I did not forget all the characters named after you guys. All of them are in this world as well. So this is Carl, the pilot, and here we have Hidden Hope, the staff member or one of the staff members. I did change the tunnel design because I was rewatching Jurassic Park and I noticed that the entrances and exits of the tunnels have a design to them. I will put up an image on the screen right now so you guys know what I am talking about, but that's the design I have tried to replicate over here. Here are the tour jeeps that will take you on a tour. I know, incredible commentary by yours truly. This is how the interior of the tunnel looks. Once you're out of the tunnel, this is where you end up. But before we go any further, I would like you all to know that there was an entire village on this mountain that I had to painstakingly remove manually because I didn't want to ruin the beauty of this mountain. And as a reminder that there was a village over here, I have left the village well. Let's ring the bell for good luck. Boom, there we go. But yeah, there was a village over here that I had to painstakingly remove manually. The bridge is also the exact same design from the previous world, other than the fact that every 10 blocks there is, what do you call this? Light? Lamp? We will go with light. Every 10 blocks there is light. This is going to be a repeating sentence in this video, but I want you all to know what changes I have made and what I have left as they originally were. So there is that. But the gate is also the exact same design. In fact, even the road over here is the exact same design. Here we have Mutton and Lever Boy, and once we get through the gate, we finally see the first dinosaur, which is the Brachiosaurus. Again, the three designs are exactly the same from the previous world. Even the spacing between them is exactly the same. Alright, keep that in mind. Even the Brachiosaurus is also in the exact same spot. Now I have first of all, there was an entire forest over here that I also had to almost painstakingly remove manually, because for some reason it would also remove the ground. So there is that. I feel like I'm going to have a mental breakdown trying to explain what I removed manually, painstakingly manually. See, I'm already losing my mind. Moving on. Just like in the previous world, we have two more Brachies. But unlike the previous world, I have not let them roam free, because for some reason, these guys in the previous world thought it would be really funny to go stand in a corner and act like they're in timeout. I don't know why they did that, but I don't want them doing that over here. So I have placed them in barrier block enclosures. That way they don't do the whole timeout thing. They also look like they're coming out of the water, just like in the movie. So that's pretty cool. In the previous world, we did have paras, but when I rewatched Jurassic Park, I also noticed that the number of paras I had placed was wrong. And also, I had completely missed the fact that there were galleys. So I have placed the correct number of paras and I have added 2 galleys as well. You might have noticed that the models of the paras and galleys are a lot more better compared to the models of the Brachies. That is because these guys are from the Paleocraft Breakout add-on, whereas these guys are from the original Paleocraft add-on. The reason why I'm using the Brachiosaurus from the original Paleocraft add-on instead of using the updated Brachiosaurus from the Paleocraft Breakout add-on is because whenever I think of Brachiosauruses from the original Jurassic Park movie, this is the Brachiosaurus that I think of. If I remember correctly, the Brachiosauruses in the original Jurassic Park movie are a lot more brown than they are grey, or they are this brownish grey color. Whereas the Brachiosauruses in the Jurassic World movies are completely grey. I have nothing against the grey Brachiosauruses. I just prefer the more brownish grey Brachiosauruses compared to the grey Brachiosauruses. So that is why I am going with this Brachiosaur. Something I like about this place is that it tells you where to go. You can't go straight because that's where the dinosaurs are. You can't go right because there's nothing there. So the only place left to go is left. I did not even mean to make that sentence. That is so funny. The only place left to go is left. Oh my god, I am so hilarious. Anyway, what I was trying to say was, as you can see, the earth kinda like, how do I explain it? This formation is like, go over there. You know what I mean? The earth tells you where to go. The place tells you where to go. And I find that really, really cool. Here is Animal Lover Iceland 777, and here is the second gate. Once you go through the second gate and you cross the bridge, and yes, the bridge does have support. I did not let the bridge just, float in the river or on the river. But once you cross the bridge, you end up at the visitors center. Once again, this is the exact same visitors center from the previous world, except it's not. I just remembered that there are two changes I had made. One, the outdoor dining area is lower compared to where it was in the previous world. And two, in the previous world, there were no corner stair blocks, but I have added them in this world. Other than these two changes, the visitor center is exactly the same. The tour tracks start over there and they end over there for now. This is where the third gate is, which sits on top of a bridge. Now, I forgot to mention this, but I have added 4 more redstone torches to all the gates. I have added one over here, one over here, one over here, and one over here. Also, this gate is, this gate is smaller compared to the other gates because I had to squeeze this one on top of a bridge. So there is that. Now, I want to show you guys something cool. Look at this road. Look at this road. Look how satisfying it is to look at. I used a tutorial, which is the same tutorial I used to create the curves of the visitors center, which I have completely forgot the name of. So I apologize, but I will put up an image on the screen right now of the tutorial, and I will also link the tutorial in the description. So go check it out. That tutorial is literally so useful. Once we go through the third gate, also these guys have no names. So if you want to be named after them, wait, what? I forgot. How does the sentence go? Wait, hold on. If you want one of the characters to be named after you, there we go. Comment down below. There is also a person over there who has no name, so 3 slots are available. But yeah, once you go through the gate, we end up at the main gate, which is the Jurassic Park gate. Once again, this is the exact same design. And this is where we will be building the Dilophosaurus enclosure. Oof, we finally got through the tour and the changes. The Dilophosaurus enclosure will be built in the next episode because I'm tired. I am really happy I moved over to this world. I am having a lot more fun planning and building stuff over here compared to the previous world. Because one, just look at this world. It's a beautiful world. But more importantly, I have enough space to do what I want to do, which was my main problem. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour and the changes, and I hope you guys enjoy the world download. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. But until next time, keep working hard, never give up, and goodbye.